Before the video begins, I just want to let you guys know this is a recreation of my first video. There's going to be some things different and some things very similar. And I do not own Legends of Tomorrow or any clips that will be shown. In Season 1 and briefly in Season 2 of The Flash, Leonard Snart, aka Captain Cold, and Mick Rory, aka Heatwave, were villains. I'm here to talk about Legends of Tomorrow Season 1. Leonard Snart, who was a hero, a little bit after halfway to the show, because I noticed a small detail. In the Flash TV show and in the first half of Legends of Tomorrow, Captain Cold wore a blue parka, which resembles what he looks like in the comics somewhat, depending on what source you use. But however, in the second half of Legends of Tomorrow, he wears this leather jacket type thing. I call it the badass look because he looks so badass wearing that. But there was no explanation to why he changed his outfit, because he wore that blue parka all the way through half of the season and all the way through Flash. And then he just magically changes into a leather jacket. I thought that was weird, and that's food for thought later on. In Season 3, Episode 22 of The Flash, in Fantino Street, Barry Allen travels to the year 1892 to recruit Snart to help him save Iris's life. Shown in this video right here.
Barry Allen, hero of Central City. This is Siberia in the year 1892. We're a little out of your jurisdiction.
Yeah, hear me out. I want to recruit you for a mission.
I'm already helping a bunch of idiot do-gooders. Sorry, I'm up to my fuzzy hood and teamwork.
Would it help if I said please?
No. And you already have a bunch of superhero types in your life. Why ask me?
Well, you have a particular set of skills.
Great movie.
Snart agrees, and Barry Allen takes him to the future, which is also Snart's future because of time travel, but don't ask. And he helps make a plan, which is where these famous lines come from.
Doesn't matter. There are only 4 rules you need to remember. Make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan.
And they do exactly that. Now the plan involves them breaking into Argus and finding this special little something. However, it is guarded by King Shark, which is where we see the return of King Shark himself. And it's in this moment where Snart gets trapped inside the room with King Shark, and there Barry and Cisco are trying to figure out a way how to get him out, which they do. And you can see by this video what happens, because Snart makes a very interesting comment.
Ouch. Been there.
If you didn't know what he was referring to, he was referring to King Shark's hand being chopped off. Now this is an interesting comment because, and I quote, in a very bad Wentworth Miller's Leonard Snart voice, like I did last time. Ouch. Been there. I don't even know how I did last time. Who cares? That means he knows what it feels like to get his hand cut off. And let me tell you, that happened in Legends of Tomorrow. In Season 1, Episode 9 of Legends of Tomorrow Left Behind, Kronos kidnaps Leonard Snart, and Kronos is revealed to be Mick Rory, which is a plot twist back then when the episodes were new. But as I said, Leonard Snart was kidnapped, so he was held there against his will, and he had handcuffs. And in order to get out of those handcuffs to save his friends, he went to an extreme, as you will see. And that's how Snart broke his hand. But if you notice something, which I noticed instantly, that's not all that's to it. Because remember that thing I said beforehand? In the Flash TV show and in the first half of Legends of Tomorrow, Captain Cold wore a blue parka, which resembles what he looks like in the comics somewhat, depending on what source you use. But however, in the second half of Legends of Tomorrow, he wears this leather jacket type thing. I call it the badass look because he looks so badass wearing that. But there was no explanation to why he changed his outfit, because he wore that blue parka all the way through half of the season and all the way through Flash, and then he just magically changes into a leather jacket. I thought that was weird, and that's food for thought later on. And that's where the theory starts, because Snort broke his hand when he was already wearing the leather jacket. But in the Flash, he changes from the parka into the leather jacket, and then makes the comment that he broke his hand, which isn't possible because that event hasn't happened yet, according to the clothing of Leonard Snart. In Season 1 and in Season 2 of The Flash, Snart wore a parka. And in Season 1 of Legends, for the first half, Snart wore the same parka. Then in 1892, Barry Allen picked him up wearing the same parka. Then he changed into the jacket and he made the comment of losing his hand. When Barry Allen dropped him off, he was wearing the same jacket. And in the second half of Legends, he continued to wear the same jacket. And that is when he lost his hand due to him freezing it off and breaking it. In Season 1, Episode 16 of Legends of Tomorrow, Legendary, Leonard Snart makes a sacrifice and blows up the Oculus, which is a device that can manipulate time to whoever touches it, basically.
Get out of here! Not without you, Mick! Pretty boy said I gotta hold the stick for the ship to blow. So I'm holding the stick. Now leave!
My old friend, please forgive me.
For what? Get him out of here!
No.
Just do it.
No! Shut it down! Shut it down!
There are no strings on me.
I believe that when the Oculus exploded, memories were sent out to Snort's younger self. And that's why he is so calculating in his movements, because he knows how something should play out, and he wants it to play it out like that. And so when it came time for King Shark to have his hand cut off, Snort made that comment because deep down he knew his hand would break. Another theory that I like to believe personally is that when the Oculus blew up, Snort was sent back into the past through his own body, and as he grew up, he knew he needed to protect time. That's why he was calculating and wanted everything to be very specific, because he cared about his friends and he wanted to honor them by protecting time, which is why he pretended to be the bad guy, because he knew that he and Mick needed to be the heroes of the future. And sometimes you forget things, and so when he made that comment, I believe that he forgot that Barry wouldn't even know, and Barry wouldn't even know, because Barry didn't even know anything until the Invasion crossover. That's the first time he heard about Snart since Snart left in 2016, and then the next time he actually interacted with Snart was when he was in 2017, a whole year later. And that was the first ever theory I had. My first ever video as well, because if you didn't know, it's my anniversary. Hen Dog's anniversary. Can you not? Fridge, stop. Thank you. It's currently 6:30 in the morning. I haven't slept in a long time, because when I worked on the first video, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning as well, and it took me an hour. So I decided to do the same thing, and I've spent 3 hours on this. 3.5 actually. So I'm tired, and I'm ready to get some sleep, but I need to finish this bit up. Hopefully I'll enjoy that recreation. I know I enjoyed it. Memories came back. But yeah, happy anniversary to us, guys. Bye-bye.